getting you more updates as far as the global situation is concerned. There's been a rise in cases in China, in south of Korea, also some parts of US and Europe, and India is not taking any chances. Center has asked states to ramp up genome sequencing of positive samples to keep a track of the new variants, if any, also lineages and sublineages which have been emerging. Minister Mandavia is also going to be chairing a review meeting in about 15 minutes from now. Sounding alert to states and union territories, Health Secretary Rajesh Bhushan has said such an exercise will enable timely detection of new variants. It's going to help in undertaking necessary health measures. Amid this spurt, Congress urged the central government to suspend all flights to and fro from China. Over 35 lakh cases continue to be reported every day from all countries which are in fact under the purview of the World Health Organization. China is grappling to handle enormous COVID surge due to the government's sudden decision to lift years of lockdowns, mandatory quarantines and mass testing. Crematoriums across China are flooded, hospitals are overflowing, bodies piling up. World is now seeing China as a threat once again.
I really do not know the ground reality in China. China is a tremendously opaque society. We really do not know what's happening there. Their information is not very open. They don't really communicate about what's really happening. But this is really up to our diplomatic corps to give a correct update to the government here about the situation in China and then to take appropriate steps. We definitely do not want to have another breakout of the pandemic in India, and we should do everything we can to prevent it. But I really do not know the ground reality of what's happening in China.
Milind continues to be with us on that story. Milind, as far as the situation in India is concerned, right now, no reason to worry, no reason to panic. It's important to underline this, that our vaccination rates are far better than China. We also enjoy hybrid immunity. In that sense, we are okay, but certainly no room to really let the guard down, isn't it?
Well, yes, Neha, this is also because of the newer variations or mutations of the existing Omicron sublineages that we've been looking at. Perhaps is that the one that's going to be causing trouble all the way from China to India? We'll have to wait and see, because that's why the genome sequencing is being ramped up once again. All the positive samples in many states have been now told to be sent to the genome sequencing labs where they can be tested and identified for a possible new mutation or a variation. That's very different from the first one. There have been several mutations, of course, but the vaccine provides enough immunity, the vaccine provides enough protection for those who have taken their first and second dose, and of course Indians also have hybrid immunity. Meanwhile, China, looking at zero COVID policy, had completely messed it up at that point itself, and they did not develop hybrid immunity at the time, which is why they are facing a problem now. But of course, India cannot let its guard down at any point, and that's why this review meeting with all the top officials of the Health Ministry, the Niti Aayog Chairman, Health Department Head Dr. V.K. Paul, as well as N.K. Arora, the Entagi Working Group Chairman, along with the Union Health Secretary as well, Rajesh Bhushan, as well as the new DG of the ICMR, the DHS. Everybody will be in that meeting. Perhaps we'll get to know what kind of regulations now need to be followed by the aviation sector, the aviation ministry as well. Do stricter curbs we need to put back on international flying, and we'll have to wait and see what comes out of this meeting there, Sneha.
All right, I think what really is going to happen is that this is going to be a sense of what really India can do right now. Of course, we need to be on high alert, given that this always has had a spillover sort of an effect, and things are difficult in China. Remains to be seen how it pans out in terms of cases increasing in India. Is that a possibility? All of that is going to be explored.